Hello everyone, this is Talk Time from Cynthia. We coming today. We're gonna be reading from Reader's Digest, which is one of my favorite uh, piece of literature to read from. So it's gonna be on 21 people reveal the random act of kindness that changed their lives. Which is, I think it's a lot of amazing stories that come from Reader's Digest. It says, it is from Lindsay Tiger. It says, even when nothing seems to go right, the universe will surprise you. Here, 21 strangers share the simple, random act of kindness that alters their universe. Y'all see my little doggy? She all up on me today for some reason. I don't think she been feeling too well. You gonna say hi, Clyde? Say hi. Say hi to the people. Say hi, y'all. Say hi. Look, her mean mug at y'all. Okay. So, when a friend inspires her to launch her own business. So that's what this article about. So these articles are like little snippets, of articles. I mean, small articles rather. Okay, so it says we all need that little nudge to take a big risk, and for Avi Lauren Fox, the now founder of clothing line Wild Mantle. That push came from a well-intended friend. A few years ago, I was in a coffee shop with some friends talking about how I really wanted a hooded scarf. I had seen a few around but could never find one to buy in stores. We all mused about how you could totally make the shape by cutting up and sewing together some old sweaters. I guess I kept going on about it because after a while, one of my friends was like, come on, let's go, and marched me to a thrift store down the street and bought me a bag of cashmere and wool sweaters. I went home that night and made a hooded scarf. It turned out really well, and when I wore it out into the world, people noticed and said, what is that? I want one. I started making and selling them, and now two Kickstarter campaigns and a Tory Burch Foundation loan later, the first hooded scarf that turned into the company that is now my passion and work. Wild Mental. I still think back to how that random act of kindness changed everything. And without it, Wild Mental probably never would have happened. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what my reading here. And it says, thank you, Ronnie. Here are 10 random acts of kindness you can do today. Okay, so they got another that you click in. Say hi. Say hi, guys. Say hi. Say hi. Look at her. She'll never look. Her face always be kind of shifty. Y'all look at her. Y'all see her? Look. That's my baby though. That's my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. Yeah. So yeah, but I thought that was a lovely story. Um, I mean, you never know, especially if it's young people and you see them, they have dreams and ideas, and don't tell them that that sounds crazy or, I really don't think that'll work because you know what? It's not your dream. It's their dream. It's their vision. And all you have to do is fund it. If they don't have the money, all you have to do is fund it for them. That's it. And that could be your contribution to, something great happening in the world. Oh, Clappy, don't jump. That's not good, mama. Okay, there you go. So, but yeah, so, I like that. I really liked that one. Then, so the next one is when a when a young singer was praised for her work, Fatima Meadows Wood loves to sing. But when she was 18, she was short on cash. A stranger who appreciated her voice, thanked her for her talent in an unconventional way. Excuse me, y'all. 10 years ago, when I was 18, I had to sing for a conference. There go my bird, y'all. Hold on. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, y'all, I had to take that bird out here because he was trying to have all the conversation. Unbelievable. And I forgot where I left off at. So I'm going to start with a stranger who appreciated her voice, thanked her for her talent in an unconventional way. 10 years ago, when I was 18, I had to sing for a conference. I did it for free, even though I was secretly struggling financially. When I had finished, this older guy came up to me, kissed me on the cheek, told me I was such a blessing, and placed something in my hand. I got to my seat and opened my hand. It was $100 bill wrapped around a little red heart. Don't miss these. Okay. Isn't that something? I keep trying to read the little thing at the bottom. But ain't that something? I remember the first time I got my first $100 bill. Boy, that was like an amazing feeling. Especially when you was, we didn't have a whole lot when we were growing up. So, shoot. But the first thing I did with mine is that, I used to always see my mom when we were little and how she would struggle to try to feed us and clothe us and stuff like that. So even though I was excited about that $100 bill, I gave it to my mom. Right? No, I took it and I went shopping and I bought food and stuff for the house because I just always saw her struggle. And I think I gave her 50 of it, and I took the rest of it and went shopping with it. So anyway, that was something I used to always do when I was not bragging, just, I just didn't want to see my mama have to always sit there and try to figure out how she was going to feed 6 kids. And being a single mother, it's rough. And I commend single mothers, I praise them. My hat off to you. I give you I applaud you because it's rough. I sure I raise my kid most of the time on my own too. So I know what it is to be a single parent, a widow parent at that, trying to go through grieving. And I don't think I haven't even done that to this day. So, I don't know. Sometimes it come up and sometimes it don't, you know. So then it said, okay, so then our next one is when a gift helps someone in her darkest hour. Okay, let's read what this is about. So anyway, it says Rachel Elias, Elias. I'm never good with the last name, guys. So anyway, Rachel has been part of an online community for 14 years, but it was a random secret Santa exchange that helped her help someone going through a difficult ordeal. I received such a nice gift, which included several makeup palettes, watercolors, and cute little magnets, which went well over the $20 budget. I was surprised when I found out who it was because I'm not close with her at all. I missed her to thank her for her generosity and thoughtfulness. She told me I messaged her to thank her for her generosity and thankfulness. She told me how excited she was when she found out I was going to be her recipient because when her best friend died in 2016, apparently I helped her off the ledge and was a source of comfort for her. I was astonished because I had absolutely no recollection of this, but it affirmed how important kindness is. My words and actions stick with people long after. Oh, your words and kindness stick with people long after you've forgotten them, and it's up to you what kind of impact you want to have. Okay, remember that words last forever. So be careful what you say to people because words have a way of having a different impact. You can have a good impact and you can have a bad impact. So just be mindful of what you say to people when you're saying it because you never know what they might be going through. And like she said, she was on the ledge. So your words can go ahead and push them on over the ledge. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to just be really careful. I mean, because you don't want to be that person, outspoken and running your mouth and not realizing that the things that you say can cause more damage than you can really know or understand. So just be careful, y'all. Let's even though we be talking and stuff and we don't know who's listening, we don't know who is helping. Like I'm doing this platform and I be thinking, I like these stories, but I don't have a whole lot of people that click on it or give me thumbs up or hit the notification bell or subscribe. But this is encouraging to me because maybe these stories are reaching somebody who maybe can't read or maybe can't see. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then I'm here reading these stories and maybe they've always, wanted to know about Reader's Digest. So I've been hearing about it. And so, I don't know. But I just feel like God used me to be a voice, a positive voice, So I'm going to just keep on trucking on. That's what I'm going to do. Because like I said, you don't never know who it's going to touch and who it's going to lift up and who it's going to save. So, and I feel like it's not me, it's God through me working. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so the next one is when a doctor cared to uncover what no one else could. I gotta start reading this instead of improvising because I'm skipping words and stuff. Okay, guys. Okay, so this is by Nikki Martinez. And did I read them say who the other ones were by? Anyway, this is not my work. I'm gonna just say that this is from Reader's Digest. Okay, so this was from like I said, Nikki Martinez. A psychologist has dedicated her life to helping others heal, but it was a doctor who was dedicated to finding a tricky solution that would return the favor to her, ultimately saving her life. Around Mother's Day 4 years ago, I went into anaphylaxis. My throat collapsed, and my husband had to sit helplessly by and watch me be intubated. This would have been bad enough once, but extremely similar incidents happened weekly for the next 7 to 8 weeks, and we had no idea why. I was taken from home and worked by ambulance on a number of occasions and had more experience with the ER and hospital stays than anyone would wish in a lifetime in their brief time. We were scared and we had no answers, even from professionals. Then one of the doctors that I worked with thought he knew what might be happening. He asked if I would mind if he reviewed my records. Within an hour, he was back in my office and told me to clear my schedule for the week because I had an appointment at the Mayo Clinic, which was a 6-hour drive away. And 36 hours when this male doctor took my hand and assured me she knew what she was looking at and knew how to diagnose and treat it, my husband and I both broke into tears. True to her word, and after 2 weeks staying here, I had a diagnosis, a plan, and a way forward. The same doctor connected me with the most amazing doctor back home who took over my ongoing care at home. This extra effort, this genuine act of concern and kindness that could have been left to others, not only changed my life, it saved it. Okay? So it's doctors out there like that. It's few of them because, okay, so I don't want to talk about doctors and say negative things about them. But yeah, there's doctors out there, and I just wish that there were more doctors like that would take the initiative and pay attention, even though that wasn't his patient. You understand what I'm saying? I guess the fact that she was a colleague of his too, which was helpful. But it's so nice when you have doctors that are so helpful like that. Cause I had one of my doctors. I was having problems with my shoulder, and he just referred me to another doctor, and then that doctor referred me to another doctor. It was just like they all worked together, and I didn't feel like that they was trying to pass me around and I didn't feel like a currency. You understand what I'm saying? Like, cause I got good insurance, I didn't feel like that was the reason why they passed me around. I just felt like they was trying to help me, in which they all was really, 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 really nice. So it's nice when you can get that kind of response from a doctor. Really nice. Okay, so when a language barrier was broken, Masami Sato, the founder of, okay, so this is by, I don't want to take credit for nobody's word. Courtesy Masami Sato. Masami Sato, the founder of B1G1, was visiting Costa Rica when she found herself in a bad situation. Her credit card and bank card wouldn't work abroad, and she only had $5 to her name. It was strangers who came to her rescue to get her home. So listen, y'all, don't be talking about people. Look, don't judge people because you don't know the heart. Don't judge people outside and what they look like. You don't know the heart. You don't know the heart, and you don't ever know when you're going to need them. And besides the fact that you might need them, don't do it just for that reason, but do it for the reason out of love and compassion for the human race, period. Don't judge. Don't judge. It says, I had no money, no way to get money. I didn't know anybody in the country. I only knew basic Spanish, and the only possession I had was a return ticket to Guatemala. In 2 weeks, back then there was no such thing as mobile phones, and even email was very limited at some internet cafe that charged heaps for a very slow connection. Excuse me, y'all. I thought to myself, staying in the city of San Jose would be dangerous. If I went to a countryside, maybe I would find kind people with my remaining coins. I headed to the bus terminal and found a countryside that cost almost the exact amount. About 4 to 5 hours later, I arrived at Santa Rosa. It was pitch black in the middle of the night. Boy, look at here. That couldn't be me. Y'all hear me? There were no street lights, as it was very rural. You could see some houses in the distance, so I walked toward the houses. I went knocking door to door, explaining with my very poor Spanish that I was Japanese and I was in Costa Rica with no money, but I needed to stay here for 2 more weeks before I can go back. I can cook and clean and look after your kids. Come on, girl. Work it out. Let me tell y'all, where there's a will, there's a way. I can do anything. Y'all hear this? So that's what, look, with me, I'm that same way. I'm not about excuses. I understand that sometimes you can get into a situation where nothing can't be done, but excuses is for the birds. So it says, and you give me can you give me a job? Anybody replied, no, sorry, everybody replied saying, oh my gosh, but we are so poor. We have no space and no extra food. Maybe you can try the next family. And they point me to another house. Finally, I arrived at a Chinese restaurant. The owner of the restaurant was incredibly kind. She heard my story and really empathized. She said that her son went to Europe many years ago and had a similar experience. At that time, some other people were very kind to him, and she remembered how warm that made her feel. She invited me in, gave me food, and called the Red Cross to come rescue me. I spent my remaining days in Costa Rica with the head of Red Cross. I've traveled all over the world and been to over 50 countries. But this was one of the best trips, the best 2 weeks I ever had in my traveling life. At first, I felt guilty and stupid for not traveling with a clear plan. But then I realized that when you're in a position to be able to receive, it actually make people feel happier. I'm telling you, that's why I say, even though you might not need to accept it anyway, it creates a vibe, which is important to keep things rolling, keep kindness rolling, keep love rolling. And then it says, another thing I learned was that even when people didn't have much, they could still lead a happy life. Everybody don't want to be rich. Some people just want to go work their job, come home, enjoy their family, take a yearly vacation. Everybody ain't trying to be rolling in the millions. And that's okay. That is absolutely okay. Because, I mean, like they say, more money, more problems. That's just sometimes the way it is. Because once you get that money, you got to know how to manage it. And then it says, they could still smile and be kind. Yeah. Being able to receive kindness is a gift for other people as well. And kindness inspires more kindness in small ripples. Yes, this is what I've been saying. Y'all. Being able to receive kindness is a gift for other people. It's a gift for other people as well. Okay? And what it says, and kindness inspire more kindness in small ripples. So you be kind, it inspires somebody to be like, oh, I like that feeling. Let me go do it somewhere else. And then let me read this. It says, when her brother wanted to make her day. And this is the next article. And then we're gonna close out after this article. I'm just trying to focus on the time, y'all. So okay, so this is let me make sure I tell you who this article is by. I don't think it have So I think it's about Curtis C. Jody O'Donnell Ames. Okay, it says in 2000, Jody Ames. My camera just turned off, guys. So let me read that again. I got to our house and I saw my brother's car. After asking me to wait before coming in, he covered my eyes with a scarf and took my hand. Once inside, he asked me to sit down and then take off my shoes and socks. My foot did not land on a brick patio, but rather something cool and scratchy. I soon realized that my toes were sinking into sand. Oh, it was a beautiful morning and the sand felt cool and welcoming under my feet. Still blindfolded, Jamie then guided me to sit down on a towel. Then he sat behind me and held me in his arms. Seagulls screeching in front of me, mists of water sprinkling my face. This is so beautiful, guys. Here you go, said my brother, handing me a hot latte and biscotti. We sat there, not needing to say anything. He embraced me while I sipped my coffee and nibbled my biscotti. I was in awe. What a miracle of love. I hadn't made it to the beach that summer, but my brother had brought the beach to me. It was the nicest thing that anyone had ever done for me. It was perfect. For 15 minutes until Kevin woke and needed care, I was at the beach. When my basking was over, my brother gently removed my blindfold. Now I could see where I really was. The patio was covered with sand. A CD player sat on the brick wall. Inside were sounds of the ocean. He had supported the hose on a bucket, and the water was set to sporadically mist. With my eyes open, the beach was gone, but that memory, that sincere gesture of love and hope kept me basking in happiness for a long time. Oh, I love that so much. See, that's the kind of love that we should share with one another, y'all. That's so sweet. So that was the end of that, because I don't want to keep going. But you know what? I gotta read this one. Sorry. Because it says when one door opens, another one, when one door closes, I think, right? When one door closes, another one opens. So this is a quick one, so I'm going to read it. It says, courtesy Carol Gee. Carol Gee, now a writer, had been laid off from her job after 12 years of working. Though she looked for 17 months, she couldn't land another job. I remember that happening to my brother. A coincidental turn of events led her to the path she didn't know she needed. I hope to remain at Emory University so I could soon retire. So I told everyone I knew that I was looking and to let me know if they heard of anything. One day a co-worker emailed me about a position at the business school where she worked. She even sent me the job description. Even after reading the description, I wasn't sure it was right for me. But she thought it was and told me to apply. I did, and I got the position, which included copy editing, scientific journals, and researching and writing case studies, which I loved, and a skill I didn't realize I had. Although I had recently realized a lifelong dream of writing, this position gave me the time and service I needed to retire. They said game, but I think it's gay. It's supposed to be gay. The moral of this story is that sometimes other people know us better than we know ourselves. Yeah, that's why a lot of times when you have a problem with that, and you just ask your friend. Like if you have a problem with writing down some positive things about yourself, ask your friend. They know you better than you sometimes, you know. So that was the end of that, guys. So anyway, so thank you all so much for hanging out with me, listening to me, what I gotta say, and hopefully you guys got something out of this positive, so we can reach for each other and embrace each other. You know what I mean? I'm just rolling this down. That's what I'm looking down, guys. Because it's that time of the life that we reach for one another, because we don't want the world to get no worse than it already is. Cause we got to start making some changes. It's just too much going on in the world. So that it's getting worse and worse, but we just keep doing what we're doing in our little spaces that we're doing in our little spaces, and come on out from the spaces and do it out in the open. And so we can make a difference, guys. Okay. So anyway, guys, thank you, like I said, so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Share it with your family and your friends. I gotta exercise my arm. Anyway, so yeah. And you know, let them know what your girl is doing over here. We're getting it popping on the positive side. You know how we do over here. We keep it popping on the positive side. We share love, we share kindness, compassion, warmth, whatever it is you want. Come on over here where it said, I got it for you, I got it for you, I got an embrace for you. I love you. I love you guys so much. I love you. Love you. So come on back now. You hear? And tell your mama and them to come on too. So, but yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Love you. Bye.